In this video, I am going to show you the behavior of two suspended charged particles. These are two strings of length L, two masses of mass M, and both of them have same charge. Of course, they are going to repel each other. So this charge will repel this charge towards this side, and this charge will repel this charge towards this side. As a result, at equilibrium, the strings will not be vertical, but they will be repelled from each other, and let us say they will make some angle theta with the vertical. I am considering both the angles at theta because the charge and mass both are same. So by symmetry the angle will also be the same. Let us consider this distance is d and this distance is also d. This is L. As we can see that these charges are in equilibrium now. Okay. Let us analyze what are the forces that is acting on each of the charge. First of all, there is weight of this charge, that is mg. It is pulled by the string and hence there is a force called as tension acting on it. On the other hand, it is also being repelled by the second charge, and this force will be called as Fe, the electrostatic force. Okay, so if this angle is theta, so we can safely assume that this angle is also theta. Now let us make the free body diagram. The weight of the object mg, the tension T, and Fe. If we apply Coulomb's law, the force between these two charged particles will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q into q upon 2d square. This is t, this is t. Okay. Since these three forces are in equilibrium, it means that they will balance each other. Tension has two components. One component will be T sine theta. The other component will be T cos theta. T cos theta will balance mg and T sine theta will balance the electrostatic force of repulsion. So writing the two equations, T sine theta is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q square upon 4d square. On the other hand, T cos theta is simply equal to mg. Let us consider this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Now, if we divide the equation number 1 by equation number 2, we will get tan theta is equal to, I will simplify it for you, it will become q square upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 4d square and this will be mg. So if we put everything here, so it will become q square is equal to 16 pi epsilon naught mg d square into tan theta. Now if we follow this triangle, this quantity d can be written as L sine theta. So it will become 16 pi epsilon naught mg d square. D square will be placed at L square sine square theta into tan theta, which can be written as sine theta upon cos theta. Oh my god, I don't know what we are reaching here. So it will become 16 pi epsilon naught mg L square sine cube theta upon cos theta. This is q, and if I put under root around it, since it is q square, there will be under root on the right hand side. This is the result that we are looking at.